team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game. And speaking of the game, let's get right to it.
Ready to get us started, it's Cade York.
And off we go from Nashville.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Ravens take over first down 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. How about the defense there trying to set the tone on the very first play of the game?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a glow here tonight because they brought the heat right out of the gate. What a good job establishing a tone for this one.
Open man is Waddle, complete.
That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
With a quick slant, good for 8 and a first. They go play action now. Jackson. He's got Mason complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's second down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy. Maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up third and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Jackson.
That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 36. They'll go option to the short side. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Pass caught. Hits Davis on the crossing route.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 15-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Well, they just continue to march the ball down the field here through the air, Charles. He is now 6 of 6 throwing the football.
And it would help the defense if he was just throwing it to one guy because you could, marshal some forces over there. But the way he's spreading it around, he's hitting them at all angles right now.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1. No score after 1 on EA Sports. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down. Now it's Jackson.
And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Titans are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Running left, it's Henry. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
On play action, Wentz. This is taken in by McBride. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Wentz's throw complete to McBride.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
They'll try and run for it with Henry.
And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And this time he is in. Derrick Henry taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Titans post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by York is up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From way up at the 23. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing is Jackson. It's caught by Davis. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Jackson will throw again. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Jackson. And his throw is incomplete.
But nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. And Jackson throwing once more. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And Thomas has it. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson. As the first half is winding down. And the Ravens have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with a touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
But that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. He's going deep for Brown. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the 6-time Pro Bowler Eric Allen. And the Ravens are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. Steps away. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't put anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. So this game tied at the half, and if you wondered who would come up with the first big play of this third quarter, we have our answer.
Well, in basketball, you know how they tell you to have active hands defensively? I think the same thing applies here. Nice job there prying the ball free. And now their guys have a chance to take the lead if they can put something together.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson eluding the pressure right. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Got him in. It's Brown. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And that is incomplete. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Working from the gun, Wentz. Finds the open man, it's Mike Williams. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. 20. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Well, I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Gabriel Davis, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Henry. Shreds it with a stiff arm. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, it's Wentz. That's complete to McBride. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good. And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. A tackle almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's got room. Touchdown, Titans. Nick Chubb, 40 yards. York now for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. A run there with Henry as he gets forward only for about 3. 2nd down coming up. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
Second down at 7.
Again, it's Henry. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
52 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Henry up the middle.
And this is going to be a Titans 1st down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Henry.
Oh, and a nice tackle, a 6-yard pickup, but they need more than that.
They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard, 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 44-yard line.
So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So it's the Titans who will control the football first here in overtime as we're back underway. This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
First throw of overtime for Wentz. And that nearly picked off. Oh, that would have been a big INT here in overtime. Instead, they'll get another shot on 3rd down. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face, good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Henry, and he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. We needed extra time to decide this one. The rushing score and OT finishes it off, but all throughout, really just a great game to witness.
I agree, and the whole time we were watching and working on this game, I had it in the back of my head. We could get to overtime. Just the way this game went, the ebb and flow of it all, and then to get there and finish it what I would call old school way, a running play, because in today's NFL, we throw the ball to ring the bell, don't we?
Not there. They ran it in. And again, just a great, great game that we bore witness to. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it's 2nd down. Jackson now. Flush to his, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. He'll drop to throw. Open man, Parham. He's got him. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Jackson to throw. This caught left side by the tight end, Parham. He's got room at the 30. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Offensively, back-to-back really nice plays. This defense had got 2 timeouts, maybe should burn one.
Yeah, when you get back-to-back explosive plays, to me, anything over 10 yards, I don't care if it's a run or a pass, I count it as an explosive play. That sets your defense back on its heels. A timeout here would be a good idea and try and get themselves settled because we're in OT. This is big time.
Jackson. Getting the football to Davis on an out route.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now Jackson.
And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Here's Jackson.
Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
The quarterback will keep it himself. And he will get into the end zone as they will indeed claim a 1-point lead.
And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a